In this video, I will be talking about the remaining laws of indices. This is the second video. If you have not watched the first video, please watch the first video and later continue with this video. So let's consider Law 5. Law 5 states that a to the power m all raised to the power n is a to the power m multiplied by n, and that will give you a to the power mn. If you look at the law closely, you observe that there are two powers. One is in the bracket, the other one is outside the bracket. The two powers, in this case, m and n, will multiply each other. Let's take an example. If you are asked to simplify 2 to the power -3 all raised to the power 5, what you will simply do is you write the 2, then you multiply the powers, because the law states that you do m multiplied by n. So it will be -3 multiplied by 5. Then this will be 2 raised to the power, what is -3 multiplied by 5? Minus or -15. Another example, what if you are asked to simplify -4 a squared b to the power 3 everything all squared? For a case like this, what you will do is you allow the power outside to affect each of the terms in the bracket. So you write it as -4 all squared multiplied by a squared all squared multiplied by b to the power 3 all squared. So this 2 is the same 2. So the power outside affects each of the terms in the bracket. If you simplify, -4 all squared will give you 16. Then multiplied by, if you apply the law, you are going to get a to the power 2 multiplied by 2. Then for the next one, it's going to be b raised to the power 3 multiplied by 2. If you apply law 5, then if you simplify, you get 16 multiplied by a to the power 4 multiplied by b to the power 6. So that your final answer will be 16 a to the power 4 b to the power 6. I hope you understand. Let's consider the next two laws. The next two laws can be combined as one law. So law 6. Law 6, also known as the fractional index law, states that a to the power m divided by n can be written as the nth root of a to the power m. You can rewrite this as the nth root of a, then you can put it in brackets, everything to the power m. Let's consider some examples. If you are asked to simplify 8 raised to the power 1 divided by 3, what you will simply do is you apply the law. The number 8 is like your a, 1 is like your m, and 3 is like your n. So I'm going to apply the law. So I'll do the cube root of 8 all to the power 1. Now if you do what you have in the bracket, you are going to get 2. The cube root of 8 is 2. If you don't know how it is 2, you can drop your question as a comment. 1. Then you'll get 2 as your final answer, because 2 to the power 1 is still 2. Let's consider another example. If you are asked to simplify 16 raised to the power 3 divided by 2. In this example, your n is 2, your a is 16, your m is 3. So if you apply the law, you write as the second root or the square root of 16, then everything raised to the power 3. Then if you continue, if you look for the square root of 16, what you will get is plus or minus 4. The reason is because plus 4 times plus 4 will give you 16, and minus 4 times minus 4 will also give you 16. Then you look for the cube. Then if you continue with this, you are going to get plus or minus 64 as your final answer. Why plus or minus 64? If you do plus 4 times plus 4 times plus 4, you are going to get plus 64. Then the same thing if you do negative 4 multiplied by negative 4 by negative 4, you are going to get negative 64. So the answer here is plus 4 or minus 4. That's 2 answers. Let's take a third example on law 6. Simplify 8 divided by 27, everything raised to the power negative 2 divided by 3. How do you go about this? Now, this example involves applying 2 laws. Number 1, the index is negative, so you have to apply this law. Okay? So I will apply that law that has to do with negative index, and I'll do 1 divided by your a is what is in the bracket, 8 over 20 divided by 27. So 8 divided by 27. Then, now since the law means the negative will no longer be there, so I'm just going to add 2 divided by 3. Then, after you have done this, you can now apply law 6. That's this one. Okay, if you apply law 6, it's going to be 1 divided by the cube root of 8 divided by 27 all squared. So, having applied the negative index law and the law 6, you continue to simplify. So you have 1 divided by, this can be written as the cube root of 8 divided by the cube root of 27 and everything all squared. Then if you go on, this will be 1 divided by the cube root of 8 is 2. The cube root of 27 is 3. Then you put the square outside. Then this can be equals to 1 divided by 2 divided by 3 all squared will give you 4 divided by 9. Because if you do 2 over 3 times 2 over 3, some people say you don't say 2 over 3. So if you do this 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 2 divided by 3, you get 4 divided by 9. So if you go on, 1 divided by 4 over 9 or 4 divided by 9, I'll just erase this. So if you have 1 divided by 4 over 9, this can be written as 1 multiplied by 9 divided by 4. So that your final answer will be 9 divided by 4. So if you simplify 8 divided by 27, all raised to the power minus 2 divided by 3, you are going to get 9 divided by 4. In mixed fraction, your answer will be 2 whole number 1 divided by 4. That will be your final answer. The next thing you are going to see on your screen is an exercise for you to practice. If you have any question, you can drop your question as a comment. I will respond as soon as possible.